for benefit of you and the others.
So can everyone see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So the second question is, if a portion of an estate is acquired, how is it to be valued? So according to the first schedule of land acquisition, the section 1B states the market value of the land should be determined by reference to the whole land. As shown in the document of title, even only of part of the land is to be acquired. My answer is different from the act lah, because this one is I wrote according to my understanding.
Okay, I don't ask the student to remember every single word in the act. Your understanding is much important to me, rather than you just remember what the act says.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good try. Okay, but if you answer only this one, it's not enough for the question, because this question is a simple question, but the answer is a little no, must be very wide.
Okay.
Okay, this is not enough.
This is
What to act? Okay, can others give opinion what to add some more to make sure to make the answer complete? Okay,
Section 2D.
Section 2D says what?
Section 2D mentioned that if want to acquire an estate land, need to take into consideration Section 214A of National Land Code.
Yes, correct. Okay, Section 214A must be considered. Okay, what is Section 214A mentioned all about?
Any dealings on estate land must obtain approval from the Estate Land Board.
Okay, what actually the impact of this requirement on value?
Depreciated. Depreciated.
Then you must mention that the impact this requirement give an impact to long approval process, and then you have to care the labor, everything, fragmentation, all that. Yeah, because this section is about that they try to control fragmentation of the estate. Due to that, the value of estate land becoming lower than as compared to the small holding. Compared to the small holding. Okay, what else? Okay. Yeah. Okay, what else? Any other want to try to add more to make the answer complete?
Case law.
Case law, yes. Okay, you just put in case law. Land reference cases.
Okay.
Okay. With the above issue, example of case law. In question like this, how many case law should be in?
At least one.
Okay, for the case like this, you need to come up with at least two cases. One is to define what is the estate. The other one, even though you have the section 214 says 40 acres and above, is it? That one is based on the one title. Can be one title must be 40 acre and above. If the estate is comprises many title, but each title not achieve the 40 acres of size. Can you take you consider that one as estate? That one is under the definition by the court case must be contiguous and adjoining. Contiguous or adjoining. What is the meaning of the contiguous? Contiguous mean is even though it's separated by the river, road, or what else? Any
Connection.
any natural one that is considered as a contiguous. Okay. And what else to make the answer is more perfect? Any other point? Second case, you must find the case with the on mention about the how to value. How to value means estate must be compared with the estate. That's what other case on mention about that. Related to how to value. Since the comparable must be estate also, cannot be smallholding. Okay. These two cases is enough. If we can have the third one, much better. The third one is we refer to the Batam consolidated case. Mention about if the land acquire for let's say this Batam consolidated is a very big estate. It's around 10,000 acres of estate land, but the estate is acquired for the gas pipeline, meaning that only small size is like a strip. You know that it's like a strip. The portion acquired is like a strip for how many kilometer? Let's say I can't remember how long. That is more. It's about 2 or 3 kilometer in the state, but in the street line with a wide of 100 feet, and then all along to the in the estate and then like the street, and then the court give a decision. The value should be using the belting approach. Belting, tali pinggang kan? Belting approach means you need to be to make it. You have to zone. You need to zone the entire strip into one with a immediate potential. The other one is remote with in front of the road, one zone, and then more deeper is a remote potential. Is a potential land. The after that is the following strip is the remote potential. Then you can put it that case, then will be better your answer. Okay, refer to Batam consolidated case. Batam, BERTAM, Batam consolidated plantation. This is a Penang case, yeah. Okay. Introduce the zoning, belting and zoning approach in the evaluation. You just put
Sorry, doctor. Just now you said introduce what?
Zoning and belting approach of valuation. Belting, BELTING, approach of valuation. Okay. Okay. Then, for the purpose of the third case, second case, first case, second case, and third case, you also add more. You must illustrate through diagram. Then perfect the answer. Okay.
Doctor,
Hello. Yeah.
if the case we provided must be very accurate, or sometimes we forgot some information, like we create our own information, is it okay? We create our own example of cases.
Cannot. Must be at least you must the case, the party must be correct. Let's say pertam consolidated you forgot versus pentadbir tanah daerah seberang peras, something like you can't remember, that's okay. But pertam must be there. Otherwise, and Sua Betung, for example, the case. Sia Brothers, for example. You must be the person, the party who challenge the compensation must be correct. Cannot you just try to I will just to create your own case and then come up with the center. That is cannot. Must be correct. Okay. Don't create something that you don't know. Okay.
Noted.
Okay. You just add some more on the graphical illustration, yeah, if possible. You must write something you are sure, that's okay. But if you cannot remember all the name with the case, for example, Pertam consolidated number had collector of land revenue Penang, something like that. If you can't remember which land administrator, which land administrator, that is okay. But the first name must be correct. Okay. Done. Question 2. Question 3. Who going to try? Question 3.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm Susan here. So question 3.
You from Sarawak?
No. I'm Jim.
The Sarawak one. Who actually the Sarawak one?
That one is Shirley.
Oh, Shirley. Okay.
Yeah, group leader of group 1.
Okay, you try question 3. Share with me. Share with me the question and your answer. I believe everyone have tried this one, but how to answer them based on your opinion. Question 3. Okay.
So this question is regarding the illegal building on a piece of agricultural land. First, I mentioned about the section 2A of.
Okay, can you there's a change the color of your answer into red or whatever color different from you punya kucing sudah bunyi atau anjing sudah bunyi?
Anjing. Sorry.
Change the color. Okay. Share.
Okay, so the underlined one is the answer.
Okay. You cannot change the color. Okay, tak apa.
Color boleh.
Senang sikit color. Kan.
Ni.
Yeah. Okay, the building should not be valued according to section 2A first schedule act. When the market value of the land, the express condition as well as the implied condition of the land must be considered. But they should not be taken into the conversation. The conversation should not include any building against the expression of the condition. Okay. Okay, you mentioned about the express, about the implied, but you are not illustrate this. You are not explain what actually the express condition means. What is the implied condition?
So I can add example.
Yeah, like in this case, which implied condition you refer to? You are not mentioned. Okay, start with the implied condition first. Which implied condition is not mentioned?
For this case, the land involved is an agricultural land.
Yeah.
So implied condition is that we cannot build building. And then
The implied condition is which you refer to which section of National Land Code, isn't it?
yeah, 115.
Okay, 115 says what?
One of the condition is that no building shall be erected on the land unless the building is for the accommodation purpose.
Yeah. For the accommodation purpose. If the accommodation purpose that they have 5 buildings, satu for the eldest son, second for the eldest sister, eldest daughter, and then the second, the fourth one is for the third daughter, and then the parents and one other building. Can be like that. All for accommodation.
Cannot. There is some requirement on the size of the dwelling houses.
Yeah, I know. Let's say, for example, your land is 20 acres. Then on the 20 acres of land, you found that there are 5 accommodation buildings. And then the 20 acres acquired by the government for the school project, for example. Are you going to value 5 accommodation building?
I think it can be valued because if it doesn't exceed the allowable area.
Allowable area, you mean?
Which is
the meaning the building stand on in the 20 acres of area. Is that what you mean?
Doctor, can you repeat? Sorry.
Okay, you said that the still under the allowable. What you say? Allowable what?
Allowable size.
Allowable size.
Yeah.
Okay, of course, 20 acres of land is very big, isn't it?
Yeah.
No problem to construct 5 accommodation building on it, for sure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, because of that, you going to value all 5.
I think yes, we can value that all 5 since
Okay.
it is dwelling house.
Okay. League 1, new League 1. What do you understand? Are you agree with your name apa? Suzanne, ya? Suzanne.
Yeah.
Suzanne. Okay. Are you agree with the Suzanne?
To a certain degree, yes.
Certain degree, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like Dr. Anna and Dr. Haas last time got mentioned, because like usually in the kampong area, some the resident would likely to build terrace house on the bungalow land. But then and during that time, Doctor, you mentioned about in these cases, we can consider they're just doing a partition inside a bungalow building.
That one understand because of that you construct a building and you terrace. Terrace mean you can consider as one, isn't it? Even though you have 5, 6 unit there, but this one scattered in the on the land, 5 different accommodation building. Susan says that you must value all. Are you agree?
As long as the size is like implied by the like, because if not mistaken, the national land cost say is 1/5 of the land only allowable to be built on the building houses or the construction building. So I think if it's not exceed the range, it can be considered the building, because the building can be considered.
1.5 meaning 20%.
Yeah. If not mistaken, only 20% of the whole estate land can be used to build the building.
Okay. That one estate under section what?
Okay. I need some time to search. Hold on.
Yeah, because you mentioned about the estate, memang betul. 20% or 30% can be for the quarters as well as for the workers. Part of the estate, 20%, not more than 20% or 30% can be quarters area, can be shop, can be something like that. Can the town by itself. But this is our example is 20 acres of land. It's not estate.
In National Land Court, Section 115 also mentioned that
That what?
1/5 whole area we can do dwelling houses for
Building
agriculture.
houses. Okay. Regardless of the numbers of the building, as long as not more than 1/5 of the 20% of the size, should be okay.
Not more than 1/5 or 2 hectares, whichever is lesser. According
Whichever is or 2 hectares. Wow.
1/5.
Okay. Okay. I just want to test you whether you misleading with the estate requirement as well as the small holding thing. Yes, mention about 1/5 or whichever is lower, isn't it?
Yes.
2 hectares, whichever is lower, can be used as a dwelling. Okay, good. What else to add?
You mean in this case, according to this case?
Yeah, let's say illegal building here. They mention about illegal building in this question, but they did not give the examples of what type of illegal. Let's say you found that the illegal building is a factory, timber factory, for example, sawmill. Can be value or not? Cannot be value.
If the building is related to the purpose of
It's not related, just to logging, you tahu tak? To sawmill, you kilang papan.
I think cannot. If not related at all,
You think?
in my opinion.
Okay, cannot, huh?
Yeah,
When
because
the question is so general like this, you must zoom in the problem into your example. That is the one way to answer the question. If the sometimes lecturer statement want you to zoom in based on your example. Then if you are referring to the dwelling like just now, you mentioned about the dwelling. If you try to give the example of the eagle building is a Skilam Papan, for example, then you say that cannot. Because it's not related to agriculture activities. Am I right? Because all the other building, other than dwelling, must be related to agriculture. Let's say, for example, you are the oil palm plantation, it must be related to oil palm punya building, related to how to store the palm kernel, for example. That kind of building should be okay. Okay, this is very general statements of the question. Then you have to zoom into your own example. Okay. Okay, this one, if no graphic illustration, should be okay, because not necessary, not really necessary. Okay. Next, number 4. Can I call Lavinia? Lavinia. How to pronounce your name? Lavinia. Okay. Question 4. Out of 5 students ni, yang mana you? You bagi gambar ada 5 muka kanak-kanak sekolah. Which one you?
No, these are other kids. I thought for something.
Okay. Okay, now you share with me question 1. Question 4.
So basically, if there are no comparables, how would the orchard or Durian land be valued? Basically, if the comparison method is not usable, then any other appropriate method can be used. So the investment method will be used together with the comparison method, where the trees will be valued using the investment method, the orchard trees, and then the land will be valued using the comparison method.
How are you going to value tree with the investment method? Tell me.
There's like the market value of the trees, right? So I think we use that to value the value of each individual tree that's on the land, and then the land itself will be using the comparison method.
Is it if you do that, it's not the double counting?
No, because the land you'll be basically doing like vacant land, so it's not double counting.
It's not double counting. You're going to value the land as a bare asset value?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you add up the
individual tree.
value of each individual tree.
Yeah.
What tree you refer to?
Sorry?
What type of tree you refer to?
It depends on what are the trees in the orchard.
Okay, you must pick one
Oh.
to answer.
Durian or something.
Durian.
Uh,
How old durian? Musang King. Musang King or Blackhorn?
something.
Hmm? Hmm? Musang King.
Yeah.
Okay, how much per tree of Musang King with 12 years old?
I must check. So we need to give like the value as well in the
Yeah, because you give the example, otherwise how then because they say if they are not comparable, how to orchard land to be value? They say you're going to value based on 3 stand, isn't it? 3 stand. Huh? Okay. How many durian trees can be planted on 1 acre of land? If you don't have the info, how you get the value?
So we assume the whole example.
Okay, give an example. How many durian trees can be planted on 1 acre of land?
I can't imagine how big 1 acre is.
I don't ask you to imagine. I want you to find the fact.
Okay.
Hmm?
Online it says 16 to 64.
Hmm?
Online it says like about
How many?
like 50 trees.
53 on 1 acre of land.
Yeah.
Durian.
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
uh,
Gimana you boleh dapat macam tu?
Google.
Hmm? Okay. How many oil palm tree, palm oil tree on an acre of land?
They say 55 for 1 acre.
Okay, that one is correct. But durian tree pun sama ya?
They said 50 for Musang King.
Okay. Okay, what else? Okay. Please, others, pay attention on the Lavia answer. Are you agree with the investment method to value the plantation?
Yes.
This dusun land.
Yeah, guna investment, the special valuation.
I think in my opinion, I think investment can be registered using the rental value.
Hello.
Hello, doctor.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cannot hear you clearly, Lee Wan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We now explain using the investment. He said like get.
Is it investment method can be applied to value dusun land? The question very simple.
Oh. For rental, yes, I think.
For
Rental.
you just give the out of context the question and then I want you to answer yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Suara-suara yang punya lelaki dah tak ada ke, dah tak wujud dekat dalam online ni ke? Jawab, please. Siapa
What we learned from last year, I think, what we learned from last year, oil palm tree, I think investment method is okay in this case.
Are you sure? Investment method.
Because last time we learned the method, we call that method as the investment method for oil palm tree.
Okay, can someone explain me the operation of investment method? Can you understand my question?
We understand. So, if not mistaken, the front part we use
What the information that you need to find first?
maybe the cropping life of the trees.
Okay. Siapa yang ajar you orchard land boleh investment method ni?
Oil palm for taxation.
For valuation.
Valuation we learn.
Actually, I think Kayu what try to say is the special purpose valuation, the plantation land.
Yeah.
Ah.
I know. I know whether estate or orchard land apa semua tu. Are you sure that you can apply investment method or to value? How you going to find? Because that's why I ask you the operation of an investment method. The first information that you need to collect is what?
Land.
The land.
The price of fruit trees. The price of the fruit.
Okay, Ikuan, the price of fruit.
Yes.
The price of fruit is bersangkin RM80. Apa? RM60 sekilo.
Aduh, tak makan pula durian, tak tahu harga.
Sebab you ada banyak durian. Okay, Ikuan. Around RM80 sekilo.
Ya?
Kalau bersangkin.
Oh, okay.
Black corn. Okay, dapatkan price tu. Betul you nak buat macam mana? Ni investment method ni. Semua orang agree investment method, which I don't. The problem ni, the question 4 ni, Labia introduce investment method can be applied because you don't have the comparable. Okay, I agree that one because no comparable at all. Then comparison method cannot be used lah. Or after that, what else? Takkan tak nak bagi value just because of no comparable. Say I don't want to value this compensation. You cannot say like that, isn't it?
After we get the price, so we measure the yields of the dusun land, like 1 acre can produce how many ton or how many quantity like that.
Okay.
And then after that, we will subtract out the cost of production or the one maintenance, what we call that. Okay, I think you guys saw that. So after we subtract that, and you get the net annual income, and then now Aqcuan say, or Lavinia say, I forgot already, the cropping life, and then we analyze it using the year purchase.
Yes.
So we will get the value of the present crop on that particular land. So, and then we will, since I think in this question, the comparable means, no comparable means is there is no directly same comparable, which is the dusun land as well. So, and then
that one is okay. That one later. That one the second thought about the how to handle this kind of question. But now let's say we try to agree with the Labia idea. There is no comparable means comparison method cannot be used.
Yes.
The question say differently actually. Okay. Later, Likban. Okay. For that one. Let's say we try to agree with the Labia ideas to value you have to have the alternative approach, isn't it? You cannot apply the comparison method. You have to find alternative approach. Alternative approach as suggested by Lavia is investment method, and then all students here agree, which I don't. Okay, why? Okay, now is honest of proof on you to convince me that investment method can be used in this for to value the dusun land or the plantation, whatever lah. Agriculture. I say no, but you must try to rebut me that just put me in the the wrong position. I'm wrong. Okay, can anyone do that? Prove that you are right, that and I'm wrong. Ikut.
Yes.
Buktikan sebab student dekat sini ramai kan. You majority say yes, only 1% dekat sini kata no. Yeah, you must prove to me that I'm wrong. Prove it I'm wrong. Tolong buktikan saya salah. You are right.
Okay, so there are no other methods. If there's no comparable, so we will use the alternative one lah.
Yeah, that is how you understand the question. But League One understand it differently.
Okay.
Then please involve in the discussion.
Dr. Min Yao here.
Yeah, okay, Min Yao.
So based on my opinion, I think the method used is capitalization of profit method, which is a combination of investment method and profit method. As mentioned by Lee Guan just now, so the front part, which involves the calculation of the income from the fruits per hectares, and also minus out all the production cost plus the field upkeep maintenance cost, so on. That part will be the profit method part. After that, the net income will be capitalized using YP. That one will be the investment part. So for me, I think the method is called capitalization of profit method.
Okay. For that operation you mentioned to me, Min Yao, is a profit method. It's not the investment method. Memang investment method element ada di dalam profit method, but towards the end, the capitalization only, and then we still say there is a profit method. That's why investment method per se, I can't agree. Understand? Because investment method is you memang dah ada income from the property. The income must be, let's say you're going to value hotel. The method should be profit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though you have a tariff, the room tariff. That one is not the rental. Investment method must be rental. Where is the rental element in the orchard and plantation? You only have the price or the fruit, everything. That one is an income based on the business. Am I right? If you're going to value the restaurant as well, you are looking into the sales of the food. That's why I said investment method is out of context here. Faham kan macam tu? Kalau tidak, you going to value hotel based on investment method. Orang makan all the professional out there, Universiti Malaya graduate, oh wow, the basic principle of the each method pun tak faham. Niyao,
Yes.
can you get me?
Yes, doctor.
Because this is the income that you can generate from the plantation or whatever the orchard land is the price of the fruit. Let's say you have 1 tons of the fruit per year, time RM80 per kg, and then you have the income, and then plus minus all the operating expenses, isn't it?
Yes.
Then after that, towards the end, then you get the after you tolak the visible balance, the tenants, tenant share, everything tu, you akan dapat satu figure kan. Satu figure tu is what? Is the ground rent. Kalau kata kalau dalam property panggil sewa lah. Tapi di sini dia panggil juga sewa tapak kan. Sewa the land. Then baru capitalize based on the yield, then you dapat market value. The last part. Yang itu saja elemen investmentnya. Then the whole process we call profit method or income method. It's not the investment method. Okay, faham? Okay. Back to League One. The other side of the coin, you treat this how you treated this kind of question.
The other side of coin, how do I treat this?
Just now you mentioned that it's not really comparison method cannot be used. The only word there is no comparables. No comparable means it's not totally reject the comparison method, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Dia faham no comparable means total rejection of comparison method, which I don't agree also.
I mean, the land will still use comparison method.
I don't know. That's why I asked League One.
Oh, okay. In this question is because usually when we use comparison method, we must find the almost similar property to compare with. But then, in my way of opinion, the question here is the comparable. No comparable means there is no other land within the vicinity for this land to be compared. But just like Lavinia, Lavinia got mentioned just now, actually after we calculate the profit yields or the capitalization of profit method of the fruit or the fruit already, and then we will compare the land as it is reckoned with the surrounding agricultural land, and then we will do some adjustment over there according to the certain criteria, and then after that we will add up together to get the value. So this is how the actual land can be valued.
Okay, League One, in simple word is that the question means actually if no comparables mean you don't have the transaction of the same land surrounding. Only that. But you have the transaction of oil palm oil, rubber trees, everything you have. The only difference you have. Can comparison method can be done. Just make the appropriate adjustment, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why. That is how to handle this question. And on the other thought is, if you must link first. You must say that comparison can be applied, but might be the adjustment to that is more than the rule of thumb. Then we can test with the as mentioned by the Min Yao just now. That is how to handle this kind of question. I will always ask you to think outside the box and high order thinking type of the question. Are you ready for that? Big one. Okay, this is looks like very simple question, but how you to handle the question is like that.
Okay.
You must say that what I mean is no comparable is you don't have the similar, meaning that the most suitable, meaning that the transaction of Dusun land, you don't have the transaction of Dusun land in the area, but you have on other type of the agriculture land. Then and then to make sure you jump from that, then you say that might be the adjustment is more than 30% or 40%, then which is out of the norm of maximum adjustment, or to conclude the value, we must check with the profit method. The not only just do it. You get my thinking, Lavia,
Yes.
Ming Yao?
Yes, but doctor, do we need to give example for this?
It's a good always give the example, then to make sure that you really understand. I just want to if you think that I like the student to give the example, that to show that he or she really understand the problem. Then I can give you A for that kind of effort. Otherwise you hanya bagi macam B saja, dan tu sajalah. Kalau you just jawab macam I want you to give more. Show to me that, prove to me that in your answer that you are matured, you are knowledgeable, and you are different from others. If all answer the same pattern, then everyone will get B only. Okay, is it fair, Liguan?
Yes.
Between A student and B student is that. Everyone dapat A, which I don't like.
Everyone dapat A total tak suka.
Sebab I want you got A or A minus, you are deserve to get A.
Oh, okay. Everyone dengar.
If everyone answer the same thing, the same pattern, the same, that one is not A. That one is only average. Average means B or B plus.
Okay. Boleh, faham.
Be careful on that,
Okay. Yang lain orang dengar baik, jangan semua orang jawapan sama. Okay.
Jawapan sama. I know that you are your level of thinking is only moderate and average thinking. It's not high order thinking. It's not hot, HOT. I want those yang dapat A from me is HOT, high order thinking. Understand?
Faham?
Yes.
Understood.
And very fair, isn't it? Justice there. Betul?
Yes.
Ada justice di situ. Otherwise tak ada justice. Okay? Okay, we cannot move to the next question because of the time. I hope that everyone try to solve the problem until question 14, and then from there I hope that you already well trained with my thinking and my knowledge. You are tested if you able to answer all the question from 1 to 14, and then but we still discuss one by one. After that, for the last tutorial time, nanti kita akan try previous question, macam mana how to handle the thing. I hope I want many student dapat A daripada from me, but the rule as I mentioned to you lah. Okay.
Okay.
If everyone answer high order thinking, everyone will get A. Tapi A dia tak boleh jadi A lah. Dia tak boleh dia boleh jadi A lah. Tapi those who want to be A plus, then kena high order lagi lah. High order above the high order thinking. Because everybody already high order thinking, but I want extra high order thinking. Must be E hot pula. Always the highest one must be different from others. That is what I want from you. Okay. Adil dan sama kan, Liguan? Or it's not adil, like that.
Adil, memang adil.
Okay, try, and then tomorrow we continue because we have the tutorial time tomorrow. 4 to 5 should be the time. If you can have earlier